Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to make a date night dinner. And I'm going to go through the ingredients we have today. We have garlic powder, ground mustard, sesame seeds, bok choy, butter, thinly sliced Wagyu steak, soy sauce, blue cheese, kiwis, apple, sea salt, Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse seasoning, and crushed red pepper. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a steak dinner with some bok choy and a little charcuterie on the side. So actually really excited for this. So this is something very simple if you want to just throw together for a date night. Very easy and not expensive to grab whatever veggies are on sale, whatever, grab some meat and then whatever fruits are on sale. You can grab them in season, and a lot of times it'll be cheaper, and get them fresh and not pre-cut already, and then that's one way to save money too. So it's fun. My husband and I went to our local Asian market and grabbed just some fresh veggies. So we grabbed our bok choy, our Wagyu steak, which actually was on sale today. And then we actually already had these fruits at home, and then we of course grabbed a wedge of blue cheese that was also on sale. BT Dubs. If you go to Kroger, they have an under 5 cheese basket section. If your Kroger has a Murray's Cheesery in there, always check that basket out. Anyway, you can get really fancy cheeses for super, super cheap. So first thing we're gonna do, I wanna go ahead and dry our steak a little more. So you don't want it super wet. And I'm just gonna take a napkin and kind of dap it a little bit. Just so it's not really wet. When we put it on the skillet, it will be better for cooking. Throw my bracelet in my pocket. Okay. So nothing too crazy. We're just gonna try to dap it in all little sections and let that kind of air dry while we're cutting up our bok choy, if that's, we'll do that. So, you know what, while this is sitting, we are actually also going to season our meat and let that air dry and sit while we're cutting up our bok choy. So let's do that first. That should be pretty good. You don't need to do too much. Okay. Boom. All right. Let me wash my hands. So, this is one of my favorite seasonings for beef and for steak. We are just gonna sprinkle some of this butter seasoning, steakhouse seasoning on there. Doesn't need a whole lot, but kind of flip some and get the other side. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna leave that. Next, we are going to go over to our bok choy. So this I already, rinsed off, made sure all the dirt was off of it, gave it a vinegar and water bath, and then towel dried it a little bit. So basically what I'm going to do here is just cut off the ends and just thinly slice. Not thinly, but just a rough chop of these. We're just going to cut the booties off and give it a little rough chop. next thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna move over here and chop this fruit. We don't really need to chop the cheese. We have our little serving knife here, but I am going to go ahead and chop this so it looks all pretty for our charcuterie. Next thing we're gonna do is move over to the skillet. We're gonna cut off about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of butter, okay? And then in one skillet, we are gonna have our bok choy cooking, and then the other skillet, we will have our steak cooking. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move over to the stove. Low sodium soy sauce. Sesame seeds we'll add at the end. A little garlic powder, crushed red pepper. Let's go ahead and add our bok choy. All right, about a tablespoon of bacon grease. You can use whatever oil or animal fat you want, but I think that'll be really nice. So let's go ahead and move this around. Veggies and bacon grease always smell so good and taste so good. A little bit of sea salt. Garlic powder. A little brown mustard. Trust me on this one. A little crushed red pepper. And a little soy sauce. I'm actually going to use the rest of this up because I don't have much left here. So that's okay. That's perfect. I'm going to add a little more bacon fat. Looks like it's drying. That little bit we used cooked up already. About another tablespoon. Okay. I've got my eye on low heat, but as you can see, our skillet cooks pretty fast, so just use your own judgment. Low is hot here. I'm gonna turn this even lower, actually. Okay. I want to add a little more garlic powder and salt. I think we'll be Gucci. I got a little bit more mustard, ground mustard as well. Yeah. Get that flavor in there. I'm actually going to turn this heat off.
We're gonna move this off the heat because our skillet gets really hot. All right. Boom. Gonna move this back here so it's about cooking. It's gonna be so good. Okay. Next, we are gonna move over to our steak. Just put about a tablespoon-ish of butter. Melt that down. There we go. All right, that only took a couple minutes. Like I said, this is gonna be very quick. So now I'm flipping the meat. Oh. I'll give it about a minute, and then we're gonna go ahead and take this off the heat. We just wanna make sure it's cooked through and not overcooked. Give it a minute here. All right, so that looks like that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and move this to our bowl and get started on the other side. Just double check, make sure it's good. Got a nice little sear on it. All right, so we've got our bok choy, which one final touch, I am going to add some sesame seeds to it as a garnish. You can add some hot chili oil to it too on your plate if you want, but my husband does not like it that spicy, but I might add it to mine. And then of course we have our steak here, and we've got our fruit and blue cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate up a little bit and give it a taste test. Let's do that. Just gonna get a little bit. I love the little charred bits too. So you can see our charcuterie board is not super fancy, but I'm just at home cooking for my husband, but you can make it look really pretty and cute if you want. But we're hungry and we're just gonna grab a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So first, I'm gonna try the bok choy. Okay, so there's a hint of bitterness, but not in a bad way. It's like the flavor of this bok choy, but then you also are tasting the umami from the soy sauce, the kick of the red pepper flakes. I like it a little spicier too, so I may add some hot red chili oil, but and trust me on the ground mustard. It's subtle, but it really adds to the flavor profile. Really, really good. It's not overcooked. It has a bite to it still. So that's really good. Okay, now I'm gonna move to our thinly sliced Wagyu steak that was on sale at our international market. Shout out to H Mart. It's buttery, melt in your mouth. I mean, it's good. It tastes like a good cut of steak with just a little bit of butter flavor. Perfect. Can't complain. And yep, you can pair it with whatever you would like. Oh yeah, there's a blue cheese, garlic, whatever you want. And then we have some fresh fruit here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I challenge you to go ahead and make this, you and your boo, or you by yourself, you know, get together and just make something special. You know, sometimes we just need to celebrate ourselves and celebrate love in general. So we're just at home. Shout out to my husband behind the camera. And we're just having a little date night. So thank you for joining. Let me know in the comments below if you have made this, if you'd like to make this, what modifications would you try? And yeah, let me know, what's your favorite date night meal? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. Definitely please subscribe and like this video and take a look around. Check out some more recipes we have. Just trying to find ways to make healthy meals on a budget, basically. But we can definitely eat healthy and the cost not be too high. So thanks you guys for watching and have a great day.